Hello and welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video. And for this one, there's no easy way of putting this. It's trigger happy for Commodore 64, released by CRL. And the most amazing thing about this game is that this thing that you are about to witness was released in 1988. Let's get out of the high score sheet. I don't have a password, so we actually get some music here. And the music is not the worst I've ever heard on the Commodore 64. I'll come back to this title page actually in a moment. Let's just get a game underway, shall we? And you can feast your eyes. Here we go. So, level 1. Fucking hell, I made the right bollocks up of that. Well, yep, this is it. Fucking hell, I seem to be in a bit of a bad way here. And there we go. Right, well, right, let's start another go. And well, let's cut to the chase, shall we? What a fucking load of shit! And I mean, you know, I've played some shit shoot 'em ups in my time. You know, and I've reviewed plenty of shit shoot 'em ups on this channel, but it's hard for me to put into words just what I'm seeing here. Mercifully, this is a game that I did not have back in the day. I mean, when you're moving around, your ship, if you can call it that, I mean, I don't know what the fucking hell it is that you're actually meant to be flying in. It looks like some spaceman or something is strapped to a hybrid between a dentist chair and the electric chair. I mean, it just looks absolute shit. It really fucking does. You can't move while you're firing. If you do try and move, all you do is change the direction that your second and third shots, if they ever appear, because it does seem to be almost completely random as to when or if your second and third, you know, shot stream actually shows up or not. See, suddenly one of them has disappeared. I don't know why, and now it's come back. Now, there are an awful lot of areas that suddenly explode for no reason because you cannot see any sort of target at all. There are also a lot of things that you run into despite the small matter of your ship flying completely over the top of them. So your shots are missing them, but you don't. I mean, so here we go again in the dentist chair of death. I mean, the whole game fucking slows down when there's pretty much next to fuck all on screen anyway. If the graphics, you know, if you think, well, the graphics can't get any worse, they always manage to, because, I mean, the whole game slows down when, I say, when nothing is really appearing on screen. It's just some blocks. It's basically, you know, the mad dentist chair versus the Lego bricks. You know, that's all it is. And the way that everything blows up and forms this perfect square. Oh, fuck it. So much for avoiding all those obstacles. So yeah, those things just below me that I'm going past, you can see me shots go completely over the top of them, but you can still fly into it. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that your ship is so fucking enormous. Well, I say your ship, your dentist chair is so fucking enormous that you know, even though your shots miss it, you got no chance of missing it yourself, because you're flying in this ridiculous looking fucking thing. And then there's the small matter of, I mean, what sort of perspective are we actually viewing here? Because this landscape, or whatever the fuck it's meant to be that you're flying over, it really does look like you're flying over the top of it. So you're looking straight down. But if that's the case, then why is your, you know, your dentist chair, why is it being viewed side on? So is he just, you know, flying along at a right angle to the ground for, you know, what, for fun or something? Yeah, fuck's sake. So I think, right, if we pick up that bonus, that looks like it's given us some extra shield, which, let's face it, we need. And then lose almost straight away. I mean, the game's ludicrous difficulty is probably the least of its problems. I mean, it does make me quite grateful that, you know, you only get one life, because I really would not want to be playing this for any fucking long. I mean, how many things did I fucking crash into there? But I only saw like 2 of them. The others all just appeared from out of fucking nowhere, and we're about to get it again. Let's see, your shots go completely over the top of it, but yeah, you plough into it, and you lose some of your shield as a result. Now, according to this, I'm flying over nothing, but you can bet your fucking life something is going to explode and kill me. As I've already said, when you are fucking look at the slowdown. Yeah, when you're firing, you can't move. So, what have we got here? This is the furthest I've ever got in this game, believe it or not. Well, I'm sure it's not difficult to believe. Don't tell me I've completed level 1. I fucking have. I completed level 1 of Trigger Happy. Fucking hell. Right, what the fuck fucking hell am I meant to be firing at here then? Let's get on with the review then, shall we? Graphics. The graphics are fucking shite of the highest order. I mean, it really is, you know, the killer dentist chair versus the Lego bricks of doom would be a more accurate title. But I mean, you know, if it wasn't shit enough already, oh dear, it's game over. It wasn't shit enough already. The fact that the entire game slows down when, you know, just a few blocks appear, I mean, and then of course there's the not so small matter of the sheer size of your ship. It's so, well, I say ship, whatever the fucking hell it is meant to be. It's so fucking huge that trying to avoid anything is just ridiculous. I mean, normally I would say, you know, it's shit design that, you know, there are no like enemy ships or anything coming along, but in the case of this, I'm fucking glad there aren't, because you wouldn't have a fucking prayer. Anyway, carrying on with the graphics, the explosions I think are possibly the worst aspect of the entire game, because they just form these perfect squares all the time. They could not look more shit if they tried. I don't know how the fuck I managed to get through there without losing a life. So there we go, so the game is now slowing down again. For what? I have a feeling actually that your shield goes up every time you manage to destroy something. Progress does seem to be more of a matter of luck than actual skill. I mean, I have no skill whatsoever in this fucking game. I'm quite proud about that. But, yeah, now what the fucking hell am I going to do? Right, let's get down here. Oh dear, oh dear, what a fucking shame. Anyway, so that's, I mean, I've covered graphics. They are shit of the highest order. Now, audio. This music isn't too bad, as much as I hate to admit it, but the actual sound effects within the game could not be more generic if they tried. I can't believe I'm having this many goes at this fucking thing. This is by far the most I've played this. I can tell you now, this fucking disc image is getting deleted the instant I finish this review. So yeah, no music during the game, which is probably just as well, because I mean, look how much it slows down now. I mean, you know, if they had anything else happening on, you know, at the same time as trying to play the game, I mean, you'd be utterly fucked. Speaking of utterly fucked, there we go. And then there is the gameplay, as I swear this is the last go I'm having. Then there is the gameplay, which is just utterly non-existent. This game, believe it or not, is actually a sequel to a game called Thunder something or other. The two games play pretty much identically. They both have this shitty fucking firing you know, method in the gameplay. And I think they also have the same, you know, all explosions form perfect squares. I mean, I've not played it. I have seen some videos of it in action, and I will never play it. I can tell you that for nothing. It is quite amazing just how shit a game this lot have managed to put together. I mean, there is that inevitability. It's a CRL release, so you knew it was going to be shit all the time, you know. For some reason my shield went down when I blew up that last building. Oh, fuck it. I don't know if I blew that up or if it just flew into it. Now, so this game was actually going to appear in my all-time, was it the Supreme Shit database? But amazingly, it's been spared that by two other games that I discovered today. You can thank Mainmaster for that one. But yeah, that gives you more of an idea of just how shit those other games must be, that they've, you know, spared this fucking thing. So they're worse than this. Oh, it doesn't bear fucking thinking about, does it? A game that's worse than this fucking thing. But yeah, it's possible, and it has happened. I was going to get anywhere there. Well, there you go. So that is Trigger Happy. An utter fucking heap of shit. I would say it's the second worst game that CRL have released. The worst game, I think, is still Blade Runner, simply because it's just such an insult. This is just a sack of shit, but mercifully it's not actually officially licensed or anything. But it doesn't even go into the minor scores though, because as I say, I must admit the music is okay. Which brings me back to this title page. It's hard to believe that, you know, design, graphics and coding, the person here, Jeff Lee, has actually put his name to it, but he has. But what is more ridiculous is playtesting and help by John Law, Martin Isett, and it looks like Ho Derek. These three people have put their name towards playtesting and help. Playtesting this! And yet, it's been released like this. Those three people have said, yeah, this is spot on, this is perfect, this is exactly what people are going to want, you've got to release it like this. I mean, this game scored 9% in Zap64, which is a magazine that was rather infamous for ordering some dubiously high scores to games by publishers that had paid them to do so, and just some unbelievable scores for games that just did not deserve it. And this game scored 9%. I would genuinely sooner play Lee Enfield in the Tournament of Death than this. I'm not even saying that just for comic effect, I absolutely mean that. What a fucking load of shite. But because of this music, I'll give it 1 out of 10. Not that I'm ever going to hear it again, because I'm about to delete this disc image, because the game itself is just a fucking pile of shit. So that is Trigger Happy from CRL. As much as I hate to say it, this isn't the last CRL title that I will be reviewing. And as much as I hate to say it even more, there are a couple of games coming up in a certain other playlist that are far, far worse than this. I can't wait.